Hello everybody, let's go over this again. The Trump administration is pretending that Ukraine doesn't want to end the war. However, the reality is that Ukraine simply refuses to end this war on terms of capitulation. These terms mean that the end of Ukrainian state. No one wants this war to end more than Ukrainians. We don't need to be told what it is like to live under constant missile strikes and constant air raid alarms. Does Trump say on what terms Putin is willing to end this war? Does Putin himself express any desire to stop it? The answer to both questions is no. Simple logic shows that stopping military aid to Ukraine will not make the Ukrainian leadership give in to Washington or Moscow, because such concession would mean the end of Ukrainian statehood. Instead, it will give Putin the advantage in the war, making Ukraine's struggle for survival even more costly. Without United States assistance, Ukraine will continue to fight, but at the price of a greater territorial and human losses. The Russian army is hardly at the peak of its power right now. So Trump is essentially throwing Putin a lifeline. The White House scandal is just a pretext that the Trump administration is using to justify cutting off military aid to Ukraine. The real reason is that Trump wants a quick peace at any cost, even at the cost of Ukraine. Western reports indicate that the gradual reduction of military support began weeks ago. For example, one HIMARS crew has reported that US has stopped providing intelligence data for targeting deep within occupied territories. Notice, occupied territories, not internationally recognized Russian territories. Does Trump understand that cutting off aid to Ukraine will not bring Kyiv to a non-existent negotiating table, but will instead encourage Putin to keep fighting in hopes of eventual complete victory? In other words, the reduction in intelligence sharing did not start today. More importantly, it affects not just Russian territory, but Ukrainian territory as well. This is not just about Trump's erratic emotions or impulsive behavior after a White House dispute. It is his official foreign policy, a policy of encouraging the Kremlin to continue its aggression. Now that Zelensky had taken a step toward reconciliation, one might expect Trump to restore military aid if this were truly just about a personal conflict. The problem, however, is this is not personal. It is a conflict of values. Trump wants to save Russia, while the civilized world wants to save Ukraine and uphold a rules-based international order. That's why Trump will do everything he can to ensure that Ukraine fails. He wants a new world order in which China and Russia let him play golf in peace in exchange for the right to determine the fate of the planet. Those who still hope Trump will wake up one day should keep this in mind. He will only wake up if he is faced with massive protest in the US, the paralysis of his government, and the collapse of the American economy. One can only hope that this is exactly what happens, because in Trump's authoritarian America, just like under any other authoritarian regime, there is no room for life, work, or creative freedom. The regime Trump seeks to impose on this country will ultimately destroy the American state. It is doomed, just like Russia. Europe, including Ukraine, must wait for the collapse of both of these repugnant regimes, Trump's and Putin's. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Slava Ukraini!